as I continued to vape, it got worse and worse and worse. It was driving me crazy. I would panic, almost like paralysis, and I would just gasp and gasp all night long.
I am having a really hard time breathing today.
My name is Lucy. I am planning to become a mental health counselor. I'm a musician. When I was, I think 13 or 14 is when I started smoking marijuana, and I had really bad anxiety. So not only did smoking calm me down, I enjoyed it years later. So I had quit smoking cigarettes because I was pursuing a career in performing and acting, singing, and the smoking was affecting my voice. I missed it, and I thought instead of smoking cigarettes that I would start vaping. I believed it was safer. I believed it was healthier. So about 6 months in, I started noticing that when I would lie down, I felt like I couldn't get a full breath in, and it was really hard for me to fall asleep. But as I continued to vape, it got worse and worse and worse. Like my lungs felt like they were full already. I had this for about a year, and it kept getting worse, and doctors kept telling me that it wasn't vaping, and so I kept vaping. I went to the emergency room probably 100 times. I kept getting diagnosed with anxiety. I was miserable, and I was being treated like I was crazy. Not only is it horrible to not be able to breathe, but then for everyone to be telling you that you're imagining it was horrible. But I quit vaping, and within 6 months, I started getting better. And then I kind of forgot about it. You kind of forget how bad the pain is when it's gone. But as soon as I hit the vape, it all came back. And it all came back, but like 10 times worse. So I finally went to the emergency room, and the doctor came into my hospital room after the scan. And she said, "Lucy, we found something." And I started crying, and she said, "You have something called pneumonitis, which is chronic inflammation of the lung tissue." The doctor told me that there's no cure, but that there's treatments for it. I had to try every medication for 3 months, and nothing was helping. And finally, I started a medication called Dupixent a month and a half ago, and it has changed my life. It is a biologic. When I do take the Dupixent, I'm a lot better. Before I started Dupixent, I couldn't even walk from my bedroom to my kitchen without getting so out of breath. There was no physical activity. It does have some side effects that aren't ideal. It's very addictive, and it's almost impossible to get off of. It gives people suicidal ideation. So I would just have all these meltdowns, but things are looking better, that there is a medication that's actually helping me. So mentally, I'm a lot better, and physically, I'm a lot better. I think I'm incredibly traumatized. I probably have some post-traumatic stress. If someone walks by vaping, I have a complete trauma response, and I'm like, don't hit that vape. People that are considering starting vaping, I always say, I just want people to know the risks. I didn't know that, and a lot of people don't like what I have to say, but it's not going to stop me from saying it. People a lot of times say to me on social media, "Oh, well, you deserve this because you vape. You deserved it. I don't feel bad for you." I'm not asking anyone to feel bad for me, but nobody deserves to suffer. My lungs are severely damaged, and so it's too late for me in a lot of ways, but it's not too late for a lot of other people. And that makes me feel better to know that, well, I didn't lay down and just let it get me. You know, I got up and decided that I wanted to do something good for the world.